Hey, friends. Today's greeting comes to you from the land of Sweden, where they speak Swedish, and it is spelled H-E-J, but it's pronounced more like hey, how you doing? Like we do here in America. Sweden is a large, long country located in northern Europe, and there's lots of beautiful green mountains and lakes and very cold and sometimes, and it's a beautiful place. Anyway, hope you get to see it one day. For today's lesson, we'll talk about rhyming games. It's a great way for us to listen for sounds in words, think about word families, and to have fun with rhymes. For this activity, like I just said, we're going to be listening for certain sounds in words. We can do this by using poems. Many poems for kids are ones that do have rhymes. Rhyming poems is something that we'll do more in May, but since April is officially Poetry Month, I figured we should go ahead and give it a start right now. It's a great introduction to what a rhyme is and where we can see rhymes in our everyday lives. Rhyme is when we listen to the ending sound of a word and think of other words that have that same ending sound. For example, hop. We listen to the op sound, hop. Pop. Sing, wing. Fit, mit. Floor, door, get, pet. So we're listening to the ending sounds, making sure that they match. So in today's video, you'll see that I'm going to show you two poems we're going to look at and see where we can add some rhyming words. One poem is going to be a very familiar poem that you may know, and the other one is one that I made up. And I'll talk you through my thinking process of coming up with rhyming words that fit our sentence and also make sense. I mean, fit by being a rhyming word and that makes sense to what's going on in our poem stanza. All right, so here we go. Move this out of the way. I'm going to start with the bottom poem first because it's a little bit more familiar to us. Okay, this poem is kind of like a nursery rhyme or a little nursery song that somebody might sing to you when you're a little kid. Okay, so I'll read it, and I like to point under the words as I'm reading just so I can keep track. And when I come to a word that I don't know, I'm going to talk through my thinking. Now, you might know the word, so if you know the word and you call it out at home, fantastic. We'll see if your word matches my word. Okay, here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you... Now, this word here is going to rhyme with the word star, and I'm going to be looking at the AR part to have it rhyme. So, how I wonder what you... I know from the song the word is going to be the word are. Okay, so I'll put it in here. R rhymes with star. We're not looking for the same spelling. Here, star is A-R. Here, it's A-R-E. We're not worried about the spelling. We're listening for the sound of the word. Star, R. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the... I bet you know what this is. If you said sky, you're right. Great, I'm going to write sky here. And again, we're looking for the I sound. I-G-H makes the I sound. And here, we have our Y that makes the I sound. Okay? High, sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you... Now, I'm going to stick with the one I had before because it makes sense for our song. Again, we're looking for the A-R-R. And here we have A-R-E. R-R. Okay? So that's one way we can do it with a familiar song. I like to practice and think about where I see rhymes at the end of our lines. And think about words that sound the same. It's okay if their spelling isn't the same as well. Let's take a look at our top poem up here. Okay, here we are. See if I can bring this a little bit closer for you friends at home. I really appreciate your patience. All right. My old gray cat caught a great big, I'm going to be looking for the at sound. My old gray cat caught a great big ball. Does ball sound like cat? If you think so, give a thumb up. If you think it doesn't, give a thumb down. If you're not sure, give a sideways thumb. I'm thinking cat, ball, not for me. Caught a great big mouse. Mouse, cat? It makes sense, but it doesn't sound the same. Another word for cat. My old gray cat caught a great big, rat could work. Cat, rat. I'm going to do it there. Rat, rat. And I'm going to, you don't have to box in, but I'm going to box it in just to show that I'm matching the ending sounds here. He likes to sleep and eat. I feed him fish and fish food. Does that make sense? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumb sideways. It makes sense, but now I want to think, is it going to fit the rhyming sound? I'm going to look for the eat, and I'm actually going to cover all these letters. Eat. I'm going to think, I feed him fish and, what could go rhyme with eat? Fish and, I know, my sister has a cat and she feeds it cat food, but the cat food is made of meat. Good. Meat. Okay, let's keep going. We have one more to go. My cat likes to run. That is how he has energy. Does energy make sense? Thumbs up. It does make sense. Now let's check and see if it matches the sound we're listening for in our lines here. My cat likes to run. We're looking for the un sound. That is how he has. Energy isn't gonna work. How he has run. Fun. Oh, I bet that works. If you agree, put a thumb up. All right, let's try it now. Fun. Let's read our poem all together. You can read it with me if you like. My old gray cat caught a great big rat. He likes to sleep and eat. I feed him fish and meat. He likes to run. My cat likes to run. That is how he has fun. So I was listening to the final sounds. Here, our endings actually do match. A-T, A-T, E-A-T, E-A-T, U-N, U-N. But sometimes the spelling doesn't match, and that's okay. It still is a rhyme. R, R, I, R, R. Okay, friends? So for today's activity, I have given you a page of 2-line poems. Poems can be 2 lines. They actually have a fancy name called a couplet. Think of a couple. When you have a couple, it's 2 things coming together. And if it's tiny, it's a couplet. And so the first line will have the ending word that is in red. Okay, so the first line will have the word in it and it'll be in red. And then the second line is going to be blank. And you have to fill in that word by listening for the sound they're asking for and then saying, what's gonna make sense? Okay? Again, sometimes the spelling will be different. Sometimes the spelling will be the same. Some other examples of words that might be spelled differently but still have the same sound are deer, like the animal, or dear, like you're writing a letter. Or break, like I'm going to break this pencil. And brake, like put the brake on the car. Another one is for, like I am going to the store for food. Or I have 4 crayons, like the number 4. New, I knew the answer to that. Or, hey, look at my new bike. Different spellings, same sound. Sun, like I am a son of my mom and dad. Or the sun is very bright out today. different spelling, same sound. And then finally, won. I won the race. Or I have one book to read. Okay? So again, we're listening for the sounds. And you're going to match the sound to the word. Okay? And that is the activity for today. So on your attachments, you'll see one page, and I'll also take a photo of our worksheet that you saw me thinking through here. It'll be on there just for you to have as a resource and just to give you a reminder of where we're going to look for rhymes today in the lesson. All right, friends, I hope you try, enjoy, and off you pop.